Okay, this time, incorporation of the partnership naman tayo. Okay? So, ang requirement pa rin, prepare the necessary entries for the incorporation of the partnership. Okay? So, Ben and Ten are partners sharing equal profits and losses in the partnership. On January 31, 2025, they agreed to dissolve the partnership and convert it into Ben 10 Corporation. Okay, so ito yung mga details. Pabasa na lang. At the same time, nag-agree sila, okay, before transferring it, no, from the partnership to the corporation, ito dapat yung magiging value ng mga asset. Okay? So, yan. Ang requirement is prepare journal entries. Scenario 1 and Scenario 2 tayo, no? So, pakita na natin yung solution for Scenario 1. Ito yon. Basahin lang natin yung Scenario 1. The firm's capital stock will have a par value of 5 pesos and each partner will receive 10,000 shares and excess will be credited to the share premium account. Okay. So, bago mo ng lahat, di ba, before incorporation, update muna natin yung mga dapat i-update. Yan. So anyway, ang capital balance ni Ben tsaka ni Ten before revaluation, okay, is 133, ito yon, tsaka 232. Tama? And then, na-revalue, okay, pero ang revaluation, loss, di ba? Total niya is 35,000. Okay, paano nangyari yon? Ito yon. From 75,000 na receivables, gagawing 55,000 daw. So, bumaba. By how much? 20,000. Sa inventory, from 120, magiging 95. So, bumaba din, no? By how much? 25,000. Okay? Ang PPE naman, from 200,000, magiging 210,000. Tumaas naman this time by 10,000. So, ang total revaluation, okay, 35,000, pero loss. Okay, net loss in effect. Okay? So, to distribute that, of course, based sa P&L ratio nila, which is equal daw. Tama ba? Ito. So, tama, 50-50. So, 17,500, 17,500. So, ang updated balance nila, 1115,500 kay Ben and 214,500 kay Ten. So, to record lang yung entries for the transfer of the assets and liabilities sa corporation, ito yon. Okay? Debit cash, 50,000, which is wala naman nangyari. Ito pa rin yon. Then, debit receivables, 55,000, yung updated. Tama po ba? Ito yon. Debit inventory, 95,000. Ito yon, yung updated din. And debit PPE, 210,000. Sa liabilities, credit, 80,000. Wala din naman nangyari dito, no? So, same pa rin. Then, credit share capital, 100,000. Then, credit share premium, 230,000. So, ang tanong mo na lang siguro, paano nakuha tong last two items? Doon muna tayo sa shares issued. Okay? Sabi kasi dito, each partner will receive 10,000 shares. Tama po ba? So, 10,000 times 2, di ba? Times 5, the par value, yun yung makikredit sa share capital. At ito nga yun, based dito sa solution natin. 10,000 shares kada isang partner times 2, of course, okay, para makuha mo yung total. Then times 5, the par value, para makuha mo yung total amount ng share capital. And that is 100,000. Of course, sabi doon, any excess will be credited to the share premium account. Okay? Excess of par. So, to make the entry balance, so malamang ang difference niyan, 230,000. Kasi ang total dito is 410 eh. Tama po ba? 410,000 lahat to eh. Ito yun, no? 410,000. So, tanggalin mo na doon yung liabilities, 80,000, and share capital na 100,000. Okay, ang matitira pertaining to share premium in the amount of 230,000. Okay? So, ganun kasimple. Next, scenario 2. Pakita na natin yung solution. So, same pa rin naman yung updated balance. Parehas pa rin yan. Pero yung mangyayaring entries para doon sa corporation, mag-iiba na. Kasi iba yung sinabi. Sa scenario 2. Ito yung sinabi. Ben 10 Corporation authorized 100 par preference and 10 pesos par ordinary shares. Each partner received 2,000 ordinary shares plus equal multiples of preference shares for their remaining interest. So, take note, this time, okay, dalawang klase ng shares ang inisyu, no, or na-receive nung partners pagdating dun sa corporation nila. Di ba? May isang preference, may isang ordinary. So, mag-a-advance lang na onti si sir. Pag sinabi mong ordinary, ito yung regular. Okay? The usual shares na ini-issue sa isang corporation. Okay? Pag preference, syempre somehow may advantage yan. Okay? So, in effect, parang special to. Now, klinaro ng problem na kada partner makaka-receive daw ng 2,000 ordinary shares. Tama po ba? Yun muna unahin natin. So, here's the solution. Ordinary shares issued, 2,000 shares kada isang partner times 2. So, that's 4,000 shares in total. Times the par value of that ordinary share. Tama po ba? 10 pesos. Ito yon. Tama? Par value ng ordinary. Yan. Kaya mo nakuha yung 40,000. Okay, so credit, ordinary share capital, 40,000. Same pa rin naman yung debit tsaka yung credit sa liability. Okay? Same pa rin naman yan. Yung ordinary share capital, that is 40,000. And the remaining pertains to preference share capital, 290,000. Okay? Kaya lang, baka tanungin ka kasi ng problem next time. Okay? Sabi kasi dito, plus equal multiples of preference shares for the remaining interest. Okay? Pakita natin yung solution sa baba. Pero just in case tanungin ka, magkano yung shares na na-receive in total ni Ben for ordinary shares and preference shares? Ganun din kay 10 for ordinary shares and preference shares. So ito yung solution niya. Okay? So, di ba kanina ang updated balance natin kay Ben tsaka kay 10, ito yon, 115,500 tsaka 214,500 respectively. Okay? Ito din yun, di ba? Bawasan mo ng 20,000 na shares. Okay? Di ba? 2,000 kada isang partner. Okay? 2,000 times 10. Okay? 20,000. For Ben, 20,000 for 10. Kaya nga may total na 40,000. Tama po ba? So, ang matitira malamang as to their capital balances, kasi yun yung basehan para malaman kung ilang preference shares ang marireceive ni Ben tsaka ni 10. Okay, so kay Ben, ang natitira na lang 95,500. Okay, in amount yan, no? Kay 10 naman, 194,500 in amount yan. So to get the preference shares talaga na may issue sa kanila or marireceive nila, okay, you have to divide it by the par value of the preference shares. And the par value of the preference shares as given is 100 par. Tama? 100 per share. So, divide mo lang yon, 95,500 divide 100, 955 number of shares ang na-issue kay Ben. And 194,500 divide 100 par value ng preference shares, 1,945 preference shares ang na-issue kay 10. Okay, so in effect, ang total preference shares na na-issue, 2,900. Times 100, that's how you get 290,000 here as preference share capital. Okay? So medyo simple lang pagdating sa incorporation. Okay? Next, dito tayo sa problem 4. So additional problem lang to. Okay? Ito medyo somehow challenging. Now, ang requirement, prepare the necessary entries on the books of the partnership to record the investment made by Z as a new partner under the following 4 independent cases. Okay? So, alamin natin magkano dapat ang invest ni partner Z just to have 1/4 interest or just to satisfy the different scenario. Okay? So, for example, for scenario 1, wala daw goodwill or bonus. Okay? Yung goodwill, binanggit lang natin yan pero wag nyo na masyadong intindihin. Okay? Kasi ang goodwill, nire-record lang for business combination purposes. Ito wala namang business combination na nangyari. It's a matter of admission of partner. Kaya nawala na yung ganyang goodwill method. Dati kasi may goodwill method, may bonus method. Dati yon. Bonus method na lang natira. Pero for scenario 1, no goodwill or bonus will be recorded. So as is, di ba? Anong solution yan? Pakita natin. So, ayan. So, ang partnership capital after the admission, okay? Less partnership capital before admission, you will get what we call investment by the new partner. Okay? So, yan yung parang pro forma solution natin, no? You have the partnership capital after the admission, less the partnership capital before admission. Malamang, the difference pertains to the investment made by the new partner. Okay? So, paano mo nakuha, sir, yung partnership capital after the admission? Meron tayong ditong 525,000. Saan mo nakuha yan, sir? That is 375, di ba, yung capital balance ng dalawa, tsaka 150. Tama? So, tama po ba? 525,000 yon. Tama? And then, to get the total capital balance, di ba, alam natin na 1/4 yung kay partner Z, yung capital interest niya sa partnership. So, kung 1/4 siya, yung natirang capital interest, 3/4. Pertaining yun dun sa dalawang partner, X and Y. Tama po ba? Sila lang yung alam natin as of now na may capital balance. So, respective, to get the partnership capital balance after the admission, okay, to get the 100%, yun yung paghugutan nating information. So, the total capital balance of partner X and Y, 525,000, divided by their total capital interest, which is 3/4, you will get 700,000. Tama ba? Ito yun. And of course, partnership capital before admission, that is 525,000. Tama ba? Bago pa dumating si partner Z, ang partnership capital balance, 525,000. So you will get 175,000 as the investment of the new partner. Okay? Klaro ba yon? Now, to check lang kung tama yung ginawa mo, pakita natin dito. Ito yon. Partnership capital before admission is 525,000. Tama? Mag-i-invest si partner Z. That is 175,000 as computed dito kanina. So, ang total partnership capital mo after admission is 700,000. Multiplied by the partner's interest, yung new partner's interest, which is 1/4 nga, 25%, the capital credit for that new partner is 175,000 pa rin. So, yung investment niya, 175, yung capital credit niya, 175. So, walang bonus or walang goodwill na nangyari. As is. Tama po ba? So, tama yung computation natin based doon sa condition na sinabi ng scenario 1. Okay, so to record, the investment of partner Z, debit cash, 175,000, credit Z capital, 175,000. Okay? Next, scenario 2. Okay, dito, a bonus of 22,500 is split accordingly to X and Y. Okay. Nung na-admit si partner Z, nagkaroon ng bonus si partner X and Y. Okay? In total na yon, yung 22,500. So, i-split yan sa kanilang dalawa. Okay? Pero ang point, ang bonus nila in total, 22,500. So, paano natin ipapakita yun sa solution? Ito yon. Yan. So, if you will notice, no, again, yung format natin, partnership capital after admission, less partnership capital before admission, you will get the investment by the new partner. So, same pa rin, ang ginamit natin yung 525,000, yung capital balance ng dalawang partner, di ba? Yung 375 tsaka 150, 525,000. Next, plinas natin yung 22,500. Sir, bakit mo plinas yung 22,500? Ano yung 22,500? Yung bonus in total na paghahatian ni X and Y. Tama po ba? So, i-plus mo yun. Bakit ipa-plus? Di ba, sa kanila napunta yon? Tama po ba? Kay X and Y. So, dagdag yun. Tama po ba? Dagdag yun sa kanila. Kaya plus. Di ba? 525 is capital balance nila. Tapos, i-plus mo yung bonus nila. Tama po ba? So, magkano man ang total niyan, i-divide mo sa capital interest ng dalawa din, which is 3/4 or 75%. So, kaya mo nakuha itong 730,000 as the partnership capital balance after admission. Less the partnership capital before admission, which is 525,000, ang investment daw ni new partner, 205,000. Okay? Now, para malaman natin kung tama, may checking tayo dito sa baba. So, ang partnership capital balance before admission, 525,000. Inad yung investment ni new partner, 205,000. So, ang partnership capital balance after admission is 730,000 times the new partner's interest, which is 1/4, so 25%, you will get capital credit of new partner, 182,500. O, take note, 205,000 yung investment niya. Pero ang capital credit niya, 182,500 kasi that is the 25% of the 730,000. Tama po ba? So, nabawasan siya. Ang ininvest niya, 205, pero ang capital credit niya, 182,500. So, kung nabawas sa kanya yon, di ba? From 205, naging 182,500, yung 22,500 na difference, that is pertaining to bonus of the old partners, X and Y. Tama po ba? So, tama yung sinabi ng scenario 2 as condition. May bonus na 22,500 para dun sa partner X and Y. Tama po ba? Yan. Klaro? So, ang entry mo dyan, debit cash, 205,000. Credit Z Capital, 205,000. Tapos, huwag mo kalimutan yung bonus. Bawasan mo si Z Capital ng 22,500 kasi nga dapat at the end of the day, ang capital credit niya, 182,500. As agreed, di ba? Okay, so yung 22,500 na nawala kay Z, naging bonus yon kay partner X and Y. So, respectively, ang distribution based on their P&L, which is, ayun, 60 and 40. Kaya may nakuha ka ditong X capital, 13,500, 60%. Okay? And Y capital credit, 9,000, 40%. Okay, klaro? Okay, next. Scenario 3, pakita na natin yung solution. Tapos, balik tayo sa given. Sa scenario 3, eto. Equipment is over-depreciated by 37,500 and a bonus of 24,000 is credited to Z at the time of his admission. Okay, may nangyaring revaluation, no? Kinaklaro ng problem or ng scenario 3, may nangyaring revaluation. Over-depreciated daw yung equipment by 37,500. So, revaluation surplus yan. Tumaas. Ang impact niyan sa capital, pataas. Okay, kasi nga over-depreciated eh. So, tataas ang capital. Tapos, klinaro ng problem na may bonus na mapupunta kay Z. Okay, in the amount of 24,000. So, paano yung magiging solution yan? Ito yon. So, sa partnership capital, after admission, so yung 525,000 pa rin, okay, capital balance of X and Y, plus 37,500. Take note, bakit plus? Kasi nga, over-depreciated yung equipment. So, ang impact nun sa capital, dagdag. Okay? Take note, ang maghahati lang naman dyan yung dalawang partner eh. Tama po ba? Kasi wala pa naman si partner Z. So, malamang tama lang na i-plus natin para sa kanila. Plus 37,500. Minus 24,000. Saan galing yung 24,000? Ito yon. Bonus na napunta daw kay Z. Di ba kung bonus yan kay Z, bawas yan sa mga old partners. So, 525,000, okay, plus the revaluation, 37,500, minus 24,000, yung bonus para kay Z, minus yan kasi nga, bawas ang mga old partners, di ba? Then divide it by their capital interest, which is 3/4 or 75%. You will get 718,000. Less partnership capital before admission. Take note, hindi 525,000 this time. Kasi nga, di ba, ang lalabas na partnership capital balance before admission, dapat yung updated, yung na-reflect na yung revaluation. Tama po ba? So, that's 525,000 yung original. Tama po ba? Plus the revaluation na 37,500. So, yan talaga yung partnership capital before admission of the partner Z. Tama? So, meron ka ditong 562,500. So, ang lalabas na investment ni partner Z ay 155,500. Okay? So, to check lang, ito yon. Partnership capital before admission, 562,500. Kasama na dyan yung revaluation. Add the investment of the new partner, 155,500. So, ang partnership capital after admission is 718,000. Multiply by the new partner's interest, which is 1/4 or 25%, you will get capital credit for that new partner, 179,500. Okay? So, ang difference class from the investment, Okay? Kasi nga, ang investment niya, 155,500. Tapos, ang capital credit sa kanya, 179,500. So, tumaas. By how much? 24,000. So, bonus kay new partner. Okay? So, tama yung sinabi ng problem. May bonus nga na mangyayari kay partner Z. Tama po ba? Ayan. So, to record the transactions, debit cash, 155,500 as investment of partner Z, credit Z Capital, 155,500. Okay? Since ang bonus kay partner Z, siyang credit mo dito. Z Capital, 24,000. Tapos, bawas doon sa old partners, X and Y. 14,400 and 9,600 respectively. Paano nakuha yan? 60% and 40%. Okay? For X and Y. Okay? Klaro? I hope nasusundan yan, eh. So, ito din yung other solution format niya. Okay? Pares lang din naman yan. Okay? Just in case lang matanong kung, for example, magkano yung capital balance ni X and Y after the admission of partner Z. So, ito yung kanina eh. Tama ba? Doon sa unang discussion natin sa admission. Okay? So, dinugtungan lang natin. Okay? Nagkaroon lang tayo ng additional solution. Okay? Next, last scenario, scenario 4. Okay, this time, 20,000 of inventory is considered to be worthless. Okay, so malamang revaluation loss. Worthless eh. So bawas sa inventory, bawas din sa capital ng mga old partners. And at the same time, part of the bonus amounting to 5,000 is credited to Y. Take note, part of the bonus amounting to 5,000 is credited to Y. Kay Y lang yung 5,000 hindi pa yan yung total bonus na napunta para doon sa old partners. So kung paano yung solution, ito yon. Okay? So same pa rin, di ba? 525,000. Pero this time, yung revaluation loss in the amount of 20,000, kaya minus 20 ka dito. Tama po ba? Okay? Take note, ang bonus this time, papunta sa mga old partners. And in fact, part of the total bonus, 5,000 nun, napunta kay Y. Okay? Pero take note, ang tinutukoy natin dito sa solution natin, both for X and Y. Pero ang binigay lang, okay, as given, bonus na napunta kay Y in the amount of 5,000. Apo ba? So, in effect, kailangan makuha natin yung total bonus for both X and Y. So, para makuha mo yon 5,000 divide mo sa 40%. Di ba 40% ang sharing ni Y pagdating sa P&L? And that is, tama po ba? 1, 2, 3, divide 40%. So, ang total bonus talaga, 12,500. Okay, 5,000 kay Y at yung 7,500 malamang kay X. Tama po ba? Yan. So, ang i-add natin, hindi yung 5,000 lang dapat yung total bonus na napunta kay X and Y. Tama po ba? So, plus. So, divide by their capital interest, which is 3/4 or 75%. You will get 690,000. Klaro? Less partnership capital before admission, that is 525,000 minus the revaluation loss. Tama po ba yung inventory na considered worthless? Yan. So, ang capital balance talaga before admission is 505,000. So, the investment by the new partner, okay, 185,000. Klaro po? So, to check lang, partnership capital before admission, 505,000 plus the investment of the new partner, 185,000. Partnership capital after admission, 690,000. Times by the new partner's interest or yung 1/4 nga or 25%, the capital credit of the new partner is 172,500. Okay, from 185 na investment niya, naging 172,500. So may nawala sa kanya na 12,500. And that 12,500 is bonus doon sa mga old partners kay partner X and Y. Okay? Nakaklaruhin natin, yung 40% of that is 5,000 kay Y. At malamang, yung 60%, 7,500 kay X. Okay, so to record lang, debit cash, 185,000. Tama? As the investment, credit Z Capital, 185,000. Tapos yung bonus, papunta dun sa mga old partners, nabawasan ng 12,500. So, bonus yan sa mga old partners, X and Y. So, may 7,500 for X and 5,000 for Y. Ito yung distribution yan. Okay? Then, additional solution para lang ma-appreciate nyo kung magkano na yung magiging agreed capital balance nila after the admission of partner Z. Ito yon. Okay? So, I hope nasundan yan, class ha.